When it comes to the top wide receivers in the 2021 NFL Draft, the Alabama duo of Jaylen Waddle and Devonta Smith are the usual topic, but there is one receiver above the rest of the pack: LSU's Ja'Marr Chase. Chase was named the most outstanding wide receiver in college football 2 seasons ago. Now, he's less than 2 months away from being drafted into the NFL. First, help us reach 100K by subscribing to the channel and hitting the bell notification so you never miss an upload. Ja'Marr Chase is likely being overlooked by fans because, unlike Waddle and Smith, Chase didn't play college football last season. Instead, he opted out to focus on his pro career. In the long run, it sounds like it was a good call. Chase dominated in 2019, leading the FBS with 1,780 yards and 20 touchdowns, an SEC record on 84 catches. He had over 100 yards in a game 6 times and over 200 yards 3 times, including in the national championship. He had 221 yards in the victory, setting a college football playoff record. Chase was one of the integral parts to the Tigers team that went 15-0 and is considered one of the best college football teams of all time. He was awarded the Fred Biletnikoff Award and was a unanimous All-American. Chase was widely unknown ahead of this season, but in only 4 months, managed to become one of the best prospects in the 2021 class. He was top of the college football world, but then the offseason hit. Realizing that his draft stock likely couldn't get any better, Chase decided to opt out of the 2020 college football season. He certainly got plenty of hell from his decision, but there's no denying it was the right call. His quarterback, Joe Burrow, went on to be drafted first overall in the 2020 NFL Draft. To make things worse, the Tigers' number 2 wide receiver, Justin Jefferson, was taken 22nd overall. Both went on to have good rookie seasons in the NFL, but Chase was quickly left without his quarterback that helped him become a top receiver in the NCAA, and his fellow receiver pair who helped him avoid double teams and force defensive attention. LSU took a huge step back in 2020, going 5-5. The Tigers started the year with Miles Brennan, a clear downgrade from Burrow, but things quickly went south when Brennan went down 3 weeks in. It was a rough year for Ed Orgeron and company. Chase made the right decision. Now, scouts and teams are forced to go and watch his 2019 film. Going back to Devonta Smith, one of the biggest knocks on him is his smaller stature at 6'1", 175 pounds. Chase, also at 6'1", weighs 210 pounds. There are a number of reasons why Chase is the better receiver in the class, but there's only one trait that nobody can compete with him: catching ability. Chase is already molding into an elite contested catch option. He is athletic vertically and possesses enough body to bring down any jump balls. Nobody in the 2021 class is better at 50-50 balls than Chase. Like a lot of jump ball receivers, Chase has enough body mass to push through defenders and make plays after the catch. That being said, the surprise with Chase is his speed. He likely has a 4.4, 4.5 40-yard dash, an impressive mark for a receiver that specializes in contested catches. His film from 2019 shows just how dominant he was in jump ball situations, and likely it will be the only year scouts take into consideration. Chase managed to avoid a redshirt season when he got to LSU, instead starting 7 games and recording 23 receptions for 313 yards and 3 touchdowns. Chase was considered a 4-star recruit and the number 15 wide receiver in the class and number 4 player from the state of Louisiana. He earned a ton of offers coming out of high school, including Auburn, Michigan, Florida, and Georgia. Ultimately, the future stud decided to commit to LSU, located about an hour away from his high school. Chase attended Archbishop Ramel High School in Louisiana. He compiled 115 receptions for 2,152 yards and 30 touchdowns over his career. Originally born in Harvey, Louisiana, Chase actually turns 21 years old today. What better way to celebrate than prepare for the draft? It's a bit of an unknown where Chase will land. He could go top 10 or fall later in the first round. But one thing is for sure, Chase is a first-round talent. Where he fits is the real question, though. That number 1 pick is set to be Trevor Lawrence to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Past 1, I'd argue that Chase can technically go anywhere else. I think the New York Jets are going to go quarterback at number 2, putting them out on Chase. But the Miami Dolphins would make plenty of sense at 3. That being said, with how close Smith, Waddle, and Chase are in terms of talent, the Dolphins may want to opt with one of the 2 Alabama products who played with Tua Tagovailoa. There are 2 spots that make perfect sense when it comes to Chase, starting with the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles, who sit at number 6, have failed to build an offense with a good wide receiver. After cutting Alshon Jeffrey, the future looks even more bleak. Philadelphia did a horrible job building around Carson Wentz, but maybe tides will turn with Jalen Hurts. Hurts obviously has some previous knowledge of Waddle and Smith during his time with the Crimson Tide, but certainly not the same kind of familiarity as Tua. Additionally, Philadelphia missed out on Justin Jefferson last draft. I'd hope that they won't make the same mistake twice. And finally, what I think is the best landing spot for Chase is the Carolina Panthers at number 8. A lot of the credit for that dominant 2019 LSU team goes to Joe Burrow and Ed Orgeron, but more should be credited to Joe Brady. Brady was the Tigers' passing game coordinator and wide receivers coach for that one lone season, and boy did he deliver. Previously, he was the offensive assistant for the New Orleans Saints, helping Michael Thomas mold into a league-best receiver. After the success with Burrow, Brady was hired as the Panthers' offensive coordinator, joining Matt Rule. Working with Brady again would be ideal for Chase, but Carolina might instead opt to try to grab a quarterback depending on who is available. The 2021 NFL Draft is less than 2 months away. Right now, the wide receiver narrative seems to be more focused on Devonta Smith after he won the Heisman Trophy, but I fully expect the shift to focus to Ja'Marr Chase. I think Chase may be a top 3 player overall in the draft, and I fully expect him to be drafted as such. Again, help us reach 100K by subscribing to the channel and hitting the bell notification so you never miss an upload. When we reach the milestone, we will be giving away an NFL jersey. To enter, all you need to do is make sure you are subscribed and have notifications on. Then, follow both of us on Instagram and post a screenshot of you subscribed on your story and tag us both.